Great. Hi. Back to Intelliversity's interview of the founder and CEO of Malama Composites. We segue from the last segment. I want to make sure that we get into how do you two complement each other in your leadership style? What comment from each of you as to what you think you bring and what the other one brings leadership?
Well, on my side, I think my skills are more on the technical, how to do certain things. And so when David has a question on how do we make something, he looks to me for leadership. When I have a question on, how to handle the financial side of the business, I absolutely look to his leadership.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, one of the real definitions of a composite in general is it's a combination of materials. And so Ned is extremely good at working with boat builders or airplane builders or car fabricators to find solutions. And it's a technical sale. My expertise is really in strategic alliances, in business development, building management teams. And so in that regard, we're really focused on different sides of the business. If I need to go in and play Ned's role, I can do that, but I don't have the deep understanding he does. And for Ned to play CEO, Ned did that for a while here, but I think that's really takes years of experience to finally get there. So in that way, we're very much complementary.
All right. Now, how many employees do you currently have?
We only have 8.
Well, that's quite a lot for a young company. Yeah.
But we'll grow to 15 on 2 shifts here very shortly.
So in terms of leading that team, that's the backbone of the company. You're the backbone. They're the front line. You're the quarterback and the fullback, something like that. But that whole team needs leadership. So what do you supply, Ned, in terms of leading the team, and David, what do you supply in terms of the whole team?
Well, I think that you really have to look at our team a little bit more broadly. The guys that I started the company with that work in the back, they're the hands-on guys mixing the chemicals to make the foam. They're really critical to the day-to-day operations there. But I think David and I both realized that we needed really a third person in our management team to actually make that happen, and that's why we knew it. David knew the perfect candidate, so we brought in our COO, Jorge Engel, and he actually runs the show here.
I see. Interesting.
Which gives us a lot of luxury to go surfing. But actually, Jorge comes from a manufacturing background. So his father built Ibex in North America, one of the largest packaging companies in North America, and grew up around a factory, understands it. He's also a trained architect. And our biggest potential market long-term really is in building materials. That's where 75% of all polyurethanes go. The movement to do green building materials and LEED certification is on. We're very high performance, meaning we save by using our materials. Buildings save energy. So our market focus is heading in that direction, and we needed larger skill sets to do that. And we really brought on several different people to be able to do that.
So in a visionary company like this, to make a big difference in the world in a big way, there's 2 different aspects of leadership that I think are here, but I'm not clear on who provides what. One is setting that long-term vision. Here's what we're out to do, big picture in 5 years. And the other part is, okay, how do we get from A to B? What's our strategy to what do we do first, what do we do second, what do we third? So who provides which part of that, and how do you break it down?
Well, I suppose I have to provide a lot of adult supervision here. So when you build your business plan, your strategic plan, you really want to begin while your capacity is relatively low. Our production capacity is only about $500,000 a month here, which not going to set the world on fire, but we're a very small facility. We're only a 5,000 square foot facility here, right in Sorrento Valley. So we have to look at niche markets initially. We have to look at markets that don't need high volume in order to succeed. As we ramp capacity and as we build further plants, not only do we have to get bigger, but we have to get better, meaning our product sets have to expand. We're a 5-pound foam right now. We would like to drop that to as well offer a 2-pound foam, a lower density foam. We want fire-resistant materials. We're looking at, so our whole product development pipeline is expanding as we go out and attack these markets. What Ned has provided is a lot of market IQ. So as he comes back from talking to customers, one of the most important things from us to hear is, great, you're a good material, now what do you need to be in order to really take over, say, the boat building market?
All right.
So, our relationship has to be a very dynamic one, and I think both of us have this. I don't think any of us have any reason to be right. We just want to win.
Well, that leads exactly to the next question. Okay, so apparently you developed a strategy to get from A to B.
Mm-hmm.
But life teaches us a lot of lessons. One of them is that there is no such thing as a strategy that works. You know, the first thing that is sacrificed on a battlefield when you meet the enemy is the battle plan. Right? So the enemy, as it were, is the market. And so as you start getting market info, you realize, well, we have to modify the plan. Is that right?
That's right. I think
has that happened already in this process?
It is happening. I think as long as you balance that with not chasing every single what appears to be an opportunity with a new material. In other words, we don't have the luxury of being a Dow Chemical or a Bayer or a Huntsman that can have 16 research scientists and then a team of lawyers around that patenting. We have to be very focused in what we're producing, establish some market traction for what we can produce today, and grow our markets in a development pipeline that makes sense.
So how do you make, between the two of you, how do you make the big decisions for the fate of the company? Like, let's not move into this market until 2 years from now, and it's really been attractive, but that one's even better for now.
I think some of the general market data helps that. I mean, we knew that 75% of urethane foam goes into the construction industry. I've built some houses. I've always had a passion to do low-cost housing. We've done some stuff throughout the past few years in that regard. Then to have Jorge on the team as an architect, we just know that construction is an area that we're going to go after. There's no argument about it.
There wasn't an argument. So what about when you do have an argument? How do you resolve it?
Well, keep in mind, I'm not just CEO, I'm chairman, so no, I'm kidding. I think really, truly, this is a logical business. So we really have, up until now, and this may change in the future, but we've been working with each other for a couple of years now. I mean, we come together as a management team, including Jorge, even the guys in the back sometimes,
right,
and as well as polyurethane consultants and others that we rely on in the industry, and our distributor. We have the largest composites distributor in North America, Composites One, as our distributor now, and they give us good feedback. So we really come together and we make collective decisions. Will that always happen? Probably not. Do I tend to take a lead in, say, legal matters or in business negotiations? Yes. Does Ned tend to take a lead in terms of product development? Yeah. If Ned comes back and says, we need a fire-rated Class A material,
perfect case,
we're working on it. But that's because the market dictated it. We hear it through Ned. He says, I think I can sell a lot of this. That tends to get our attention.
So you trust Ned in terms of reporting what the market's saying. And so the decisions are made on the basis of who has the most knowledge about that area.
That's exactly right. And I think a management team's crazy not to be that way.
Perfect.
So I really do mean that sincerely, where none of us have a vested interest other than in the success of the company. And I think we're lucky in that all of us have lived through wins and losses. So we're pretty realistic about that. So we're fairly flexible when one of the team members is passionate about a particular thing. I think we tend to go with it.
I would just like to add that isn't just the management team. That goes to the guys in the back, because if we're talking about a new piece of equipment, David doesn't make the decision. I don't make the decision. They bring in their feedback and tell us what they need to be able to do the job.
It's funny. Thank you very much for your attention. This is Intelliversity at Malama Composites, and please keep online for future interviews. Thank you very much.